Welcome folks, my name is Iris and in this video I will show you how to learn a pull-up. The exercises that I chose for this video are based on my experience with clients and their feedback, so I'm sure they will help you as well. Also, if you're new to this channel, feel free to subscribe for weekly input. So let's start with having a look at the technique of the pull-up.
The first part of the pull-up is the scapula pull-down, where you rotate your shoulders downwards to the middle of your body. And then the second part is pulling your whole body up. Make sure that your shoulders stay down. Make sure that your body is fully tensioned.
Now that you know how a pull-up should look like, we will pay more attention to the single steps of the movement.
For all these exercises, you will need a small box to be able to start directly with your head above the bar. The first exercise that we do here is a so-called pull-down or a negative pull-up. You want to focus also here on really having your shoulders pushed down and not on top at your ears, because that would be very unhealthy for your ligaments. You want to go as slow as possible. Next, we have the same exercise just with stops. So again, you want to start on top. You hold there for 1 or 2 seconds, then you go down to 90 degrees, hold there again 1 or 2 seconds, and then you do the same in the active hand before you unlock your shoulders. Many people struggle with the strength on top, so we want to make an isometric hold on top. You can do this either in the chin up or in the pull-up grip, depending on what your goals are. With the next exercise, we will focus on the first part of the movement, the scapula pull down. So you only want to focus on the shoulder movement and really drill this to get them safe for the total pull up. Next, we got half rump pull up starting on top. So you want to start with your chin above the bar, go down to 90 degrees and back up again. You can make it harder by adding stops. Then we get a half rump pull up from the bottom, so you basically do the scapula pull down plus the first half of the second part of the pull up. This is also a great exercise to drill your shoulders.
After going through all these exercises, we will now take them and put them all together to combine them to larger exercises that will help you to get closer to the final movement.
We're gonna start with a half rump pull up on top, and then add a negative pull-up. Like this, you can drill the upper part of the movement a bit more, but include also the lower part a bit. The harder exercise is starting with the negative pull-up and then adding a half rump pull-up on the bottom of the movement. Like this, you again train the lower part of the movement. To start the next rep, you always want to step on a box in between to be able to start with your chin above the bar. And then for the third exercise, we're gonna put all of it together. So we're gonna start with a half rump pull up on top, then do a negative pull up, and then add a half rump pull up on the bottom. You can make this harder by increasing the number of half rump pull ups you do on the bottom and on top of the whole set. You could also increase the number of total reps you do, meaning that whole superset. This is how you call this mix of movements.
When all these combinations get easy for you and you can do at least 3 sets on about 6 to 8 reps with them, you can try your first real pull-ups.
No matter which of these exercises you train, it's of utmost importance that your shoulders are always pushed down. You never ever want to have them at the ears.
In case you struggle with any of the movements that I just showed you, there's one easy way to make them simpler and to understand the technique better. And for this, I want to introduce resistance bands, which is this. It's basically a little rubber band that just takes away a part of your weight and therefore gives you the opportunity to understand better what you're doing. You get these in all different colors and for all different weights to make it easier. And there's a link in the description of this video where you can get 10% off on the ones of Pronation, which I use here. They have really good quality, so I can recommend them.
You simply put that resistance band around the bar, pull it through so that you can put your feet right into it. Then you grab the bar, and then you can basically do all the exercises with the resistance band. This is now the thicker one, which is a lot easier. 4 exercises to use, and then there's a thinner one which makes it again a little bit harder, but not as hard as the real movement. And there are a couple of more sizes. I just wanted to show you these two since I think they're the best ones to use in your training.
So on average, I suggest to go for about 2 to 3 times a week training pull-ups. You wanna choose 3 exercises of the ones that I just showed you, where you can do 3 times about 6 to 8 reps. And you want to choose 3 other exercises which are harder for you, where you can do less than 6 or less than 5 reps. Alrighty, that's it for now. If you have any questions, feel free to put it in the comments underneath this video. And if you're interested in online coaching and getting real personal input to your training, feel free to also send me an email or write me on Instagram. You can also like and share this video with your friends. I would be very grateful for that. And don't forget to follow my channel. I hope I'm gonna see you soon again. Have a nice day and see you next time. Bye bye.